We're back in the cartoon wagon to see what we can draw in 10 minutes today. Some of your slots are already coming through on the Facebook, which is brilliant to see. Some great efforts there, and today, as promised, we're going to draw this in 10 minutes. We have an extra guest by the looks of things. Everybody's welcome to the cartoon workshops. So let's get started. If you've got your pencil and your paper ready, kind of a circular shape. We'll work on the head first. Now the top of the head is like a very shallow M shape. Very shallow M shape. Very slight. It's almost round. But it's got that little dip in the middle. So if you can do one of those. Now this is the ear. And it's like a triangle with soft corners. It's not got like the sharp angles, but it is that triangular shape, and it's got like rounded edges to it. So 2 triangles either side of that M shape. So from the bottom of that ear we're going to work our way down, and it's like the cheeks or the side of the dog's head, the pug's head. So we're going to work those down. We're going to leave a gap there because we've got its mouth or its muzzle to put in there. So another triangle, this time the other way up. I'm going to put a little bit in the middle where you stop. It's like an upside down heart. So down we go, around, and that is the shape of the mouth or the nose of the dog. So here we're going to have the actual nose, make it a little bit shiny. It's another triangle shape. Shade it in, leave a little bit of a gap for the shiny bit. And here is the letter U. That's how easy it is to draw a tongue. And all you need is that little line in the middle to make it look more like a tongue. Now the eyes is the letter O that we've done so many times together now, or a circle or a 0, whichever you want to call it. A shape we're now getting used to. It might be still a bit wobbly, but just go with it. Those are the main parts of the eyes. Now, they do have folds in the skin or the fur. They're quite loose with the skin on the foreheads, but we can add that later. Those are all details. The essential bit now is the eyes. Really important, this bit. So if you can follow me, just follow that line round. Quite close. So you've got a little section of it there. Okay, that's one part. The next one, follow that line round again. And look, just looks like a load of lines at the moment, but it really makes sense in a minute. So you've got those. Now this is going to look really confusing because we're going to shade this in a minute, but now I want a little circle there, or quite a big circle actually, and a small circle behind it. Big circle, little circle. Okay? So it doesn't make much sense at the moment. It looks a bit of a mess. It looks a bit scary actually. But this is what makes the difference. You now, just on that first little circle that we've made, we fill that in. And you'll start to see you have now got a nice, shiny, very cute looking eye. And that's a really good way of drawing a shine on the eye, a real highlight. Now with my pencil or a coloured pencil, whichever colour you like, you can just shade the colour of the eye in, because that last little strip is just the white of the eye. So that's a good way of drawing cute looking eyes. Very, really effective. So we're going to work on the body now. All we've got is the back, and that's it. It's just like a curve, and from somewhere between the mouth or the tongue or wherever, and just next to its cheek there, a little line down, another curve. So that's the main body really. You can carry that one down a little bit. That's all we've got to worry about for the body. Before we go on to the legs, now the tail is quite curly on a pug. It curls upwards. So I find you a really easy way of doing it. another circle. And you think, oh, that looks like a pom-pom, looks like a rabbit's tail or something like that. But if we add this line, it looks like it's curling round. And that's a real easy way of drawing a curly tail on a pug. So on the legs, the little back to front knee there, and that's kind of its hip at the back. Just a couple of little lines. Hope I'm not going too quickly. And more little lines there for the front leg. You don't have to draw the whole of the one on the other side because you don't see much of it. And then just do the tummy. That's it. All we need now is the paws or the feet. I'll just wait a second, make sure you've caught up with these legs. They're only basically straight lines coming down. Little angles there, a straight line. Doesn't matter if it's not exactly like mine. A little bit of shading underneath if you like. Okay, so a basic shape, an N and a little shape there, a line underneath because he's actually stood on the ground. Add a little extra toe there if you like. There, little round bits, line underneath. You've got a nice cute paw, put a couple of toes in. All it is a couple of lines, but finding really easy ways to draw dog's feet and paws, which can be quite complicated. There's the leg in the background, can't see all of it. We can get away with drawing that. And there's the other one, just two lines. It's almost like a B shape, that back leg. You can add more of these if you like, but what we're going to do here is just follow that line around. Again, like the sloth, it's got a bit of a mask around its eye. So just follow the shape of the eye, make it a little bit of an angle so it sort of turns up like it's looking slightly sorry for itself. But do that sort of shape, and we can put a little line there for the nose, little wrinkles on the nose. Yeah, put as many wrinkles as you like on there. So now with your pencil, you can wait till the end if you want to do this. You don't have to do it now, but I'm just going to do it as I go along. That's going to be the darker colour. It can be dark brown. If you're doing a beige sort of pug, this can be, the eyes are quite dark brown, the shading around the eye. Again, it's got like a mask. So shade around those. A bit of a contrast between that and the rest of the body and the face. And it really makes it stand out as a pug. The other thing to shade in is the nose or the snout, whatever you want to call it. That's like a darker brown as well. I know Lexi has enjoyed drawing the sloth, which is great. I'm glad you enjoyed that. A few little dots here for the whiskers. And it's looking pretty good. I'd like to see yours, see what it's looking like. If you've got a pink crayon, that'll make its tongue stick out a little bit more if you've got a colour on there. I can't resist shading these in to make it look 3D. Those two legs are in the background, so they are in the shade, in the shadow of the dog's body, so they get shaded in. And that sort of pushes them into the background a little bit more. Then it's up to you, a little bit of shading here and there. If you got lost anywhere along the way, just pause it and go back, have another little look, see if you can see where you went wrong, or start again or whatever. Don't worry about getting it right first time. It's not a problem. Okay, I'd like to see some more of Emma's pictures. They're really good to see. Some great effort goes into those, and I was looking forward to seeing those. And anybody who wants to send in theirs to my Facebook site, let's see what you're working on, how you're improving. Hope you're keeping all your cartoons. You should get a folder and just keep them all in so you can look back at them, see how you're improving. Every time we have a workshop, you get more and more confident. Don't forget to sign them though, and maybe put your big signature on the front of your folder so everybody knows who's done all that work, because you should have a really good collection now. the background, if you want to make more of a scene of it and you just don't know what to do, well, you can always count on the hills. Always put the hills in there overlapping each other. Put a few clouds up there if you like, some flying sheep, whatever you want. Shade those hills in. It's a quick, easy way of making your cartoon into a more complete picture, and it's a pretty easy thing to do. Really quick, it just finishes it off. I'll show you how to draw some trees at a later date and other background objects that are very handy just to pop in the background of your cartoons. If you're going to put some clouds in there, you can, and just shade underneath so you can see that sun's casting a bit of a shadow under your cartoon character. So it's great to see that you're actually coming out with proper cartoons now. For those of you who didn't think you could draw or didn't enjoy drawing, it's probably because you got a pack of pencils and didn't know what to do with them, but now you do. So there we got the cute eyes, the cute tongue, the cute tail, the cute ears. Sometimes things don't turn out that cute, and don't laugh at these efforts that I've done. I hate to think of you laughing at my drawings, you know. Be fair. I try to make them look cute. Sometimes they don't turn out that cute, but don't be laughing at me, please. Thank you. Okay. And don't you be laughing at me either. So everybody's welcome at the cartoon workshop. Hope you're all joining in. Get your pencils ready for tomorrow. We'll do some more figures, playing sports, things like that. So get your pencils sharpened. See you then.